We're live.
Hey, hey, hey! Ho, ho, ho! Hey, hey,
Ho ho ho!
hey! Yeah.
Clearing your throat on nice and fresh. Is your phone on do not
My
disturb?
phone is on actually, and it's on loud, but
This
I've
might
got
be
I've got
edited
no
out.
service, so
Oh, hang on. I might need to just adjust the levels a bit.
let's just level the levels here.
All right, talk into it.
Okay. All right. How's your posture, Dave?
My posture?
Yeah.
Awful.
Because last week my posture last week was
I have zero lumbar
terrible.
support.
I was like, one of the Liam Gallagher, you know, like crouching into the microphone.
Yeah.
Too afraid to touch anything, so as that you would to know that we have microphones here, which you obviously do.
I feel like I'm being stretched out on a rack right now.
You look terrible.
Yeah, I know, right? Thank you for pointing that out.
But yeah, so welcome everybody. Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, hey,
Oh,
hey.
That's my new welcome to the show.
I mean, if there's anything that we can drop, that's probably high up on the list.
all right.
So it's your boy Dave, and
It's my
it's my.
yeah.
Not yours though.
No.
It's my.
Please don't pun my name.
It's already been
Mate,
pun.
I'm gonna pun you up if you're not careful.
It's like done and done.
What's
It's
your-
pun and pun?
What's your damn pun mouth?
I actually made a good pun the other day.
Okay.
A friend of mine is moving into a new apartment that has a little garden area with a hedge that she's been told she
Is
has
it
to
a ground
maintain.
floor?
Yeah, it is the ground floor.
Okay.
And so she said that she's going to maintain the hedge by shaving it into the shape of a dick. And I said you should call it
Manscaping.
Richard. Ha,
Well,
it's good, isn't it?
yeah. I mean, yeah.
Welcome
I mean,
to the show, everybody.
not a pun though. That's not a pun.
It is.
It's not.
Richard.
It's not a pun.
It's pretty much a pun.
There's no word play.
Well, it's so clever.
A penis is a word. Another word for that is Richard.
Well, Richard is dick. Dick
Yeah.
is a penis.
Well, yeah.
There's a couple of stages of separation
thing.
away from being a pun.
It's not transformative enough. Though,
It's
for me.
almost a pun.
So, hello. Let me just cut each other off.
Yeah, yeah. I want to talk, but only when you're talking.
What's been exactly. What's been big in your week? Since I say since we've been last here, but we've been here the entire time.
Yeah.
Please send food.
We're gang filming these right now, or gang recording. So
we're gang
there's
shooting
only a
these
few,
today.
but actually in my week it's been very good. I very consistent. Work's been, as you know, all right. Fiat's not been super bad with the rent recently, so I've been
We haven't
having
heard
enough
from
time.
him.
Well, no, I mean I'm wondering
So
if he
we're-
actually didn't get his ticket on the dirigible.
We
might not be
we haven't
here.
heard from him, so we're kind of hoping everything's okay. I mean,
Yeah.
there's no reason to believe that it would not be okay.
Ideally, he's just been left behind, and he couldn't quite pitch himself up,
didn't
being
get
the
his-
rocky fellow that
Yeah.
he is.
No ticket.
Although we don't have any ballast anymore, so that could be a bit of an issue.
We've lost Evangeline Lizzie.
Oh yeah, we'd had to let
We
her
had
go.
to let her go.
She was awful, to be fair.
She crumpled.
Yeah, every time that I
Hundreds
asked her for
of
tea,
miles.
she bought me orange juice. So, it's not. Good
I know.
enough,
Sad.
is
It would be sad for some listeners, I'm sure, who are just getting to know.
it? Yeah, just getting to know
Her.
everything that she didn't say.
Yeah. Or I could have just said, "Oh, Evangeline Lizzie, she's being even quieter than last week."
Well, we don't want to lie to our audience. Everything that we talk about is 100% factual. So,
Well, I cannot lie.
oh yeah, that's true.
I strictly.
Ever since you got that
Ever
Pinocchio
since-
complex.
Ever since the accident.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we don't talk about the
We don't
accidents.
talk. Yeah. I mean, not that you asked, but my week's been, fine.
I didn't ask actually.
Yeah.
On purpose.
you.
But,
But,
go on.
I've basically been trying to work out where we are exactly from the positions of the stars and from
Yeah.
the sun. But I was not, I was not good in scouts. I was in scouts. I once did a hike. I did the Oak Leaf hike. I believe it was the Oak Leaf hike.
Leaf, nice.
It was an 8-mile hike. It took us like 12 hours to get to the
Wow.
location because we were so bad. But in retrospect, it was a great memory because I saw some parts of my home county which I will never ever see again and for good reason. It was like a bad dream. It was like a horrible dream where you're just walking forever down a row of corn that and it just goes and goes on, and you're so thirsty, and but then and you're so hungry, but you eat all of your emergency rations, and then Squirrel, the Beaver Scout leader, tells you off.
Sounds great.
So yeah, so I've since I don't know where we are. Right now it's pitch black, but we've been following a kind of a vague, like northeasterly wind for the last 7 days. So I think that we're probably somewhere in Central Eastern Europe.
So yes, welcome. I suppose we should.
Hey.
We should. I feel like this, on the edge of copyright, being a different person's.
Who's copyright?
Who's
I've
copyright?
never seen that.
Never seen. Hey.
Okay, no, I know what you mean. Yeah, okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, if I'd have meant to do it, I
Gian,
would
do you
have
want to
done
edit
it.
that one out, please?
Yeah,
bud?
Gian, can you just submit?
He's shaking his head right now. He's not going to do it.
He can. He says like, "What did you say?"
He wasn't listening.
No.
So yeah, we'll take a quick moment out of our busy schedule to give our props due to our sponsors, of course.
Yeah.
Long-time sponsors of the show.
Long time the sponsors. Every week we talk about them, and every week they rise again from the ad copy pile.
From the ashes.
It's Phoenix Feet.
It's Phoenix Feet. Tap dancing, podiatry, and soul
Yeah,
food.
the 2-in-1 tap dancing school, a podiatry center.
Yeah.
With its own, in-house soul food.
Yeah, of course, you can go and get a real good workout for your feet, and then they don't provide tap dancing shoes, so when you do get injured, they'll sort you out with the podiatry.
It's like hot yoga. You ever been to hot yoga where it's like yoga's nice and calming, but like 30 times as fast?
Yeah,
so
and
it's
painful.
brutal. It's an endurance sport. And it's an intensity sport, but they're right there, ready with a nice foot bath, some salts and
some Jamaican jerk
specialist
chicken
to make you some custom insoles as well.
Absolutely, for a fee.
And what is defined as soul food? Is it just like
Jamaican jerk chicken?
Yeah, but is soul food like actually a specific regional food, or is it more of just a kind of like it's like how you make the food?
It's like trotters from a pig.
Yeah, but like you make them look really nice.
Yeah, because it's soul.
Also
like flatfish?
Is it like in Spirited Away when the parents go and eat all the food and they turn to pigs, and it's got like all of the best food you've ever seen, but like it looks like a kind of
it's
like
sort of like that, but it's just Jamaican jerk chicken.
Jamaican jerk chicken and flatfish.
And flatfish, yeah.
On flatbread.
Like a lemon sole.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah,
perfect. Keeping within the theme.
Yeah, so anyway, Phoenix Feet.
And they serve for dessert they serve shoe buns.
Rising from the ashes of your broken toes.
Yeah. Phoenix Feet, our worst idea yet.
Yeah, I don't know what the marketing guys were thinking when they came up with that.
I wrote this
They were probably just keen to have breakfast and trying to get something down.
The last week after we did Borrow Bean, I wrote do ad reads for things that in the room that we can talk about.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, unfortunately, we decided to go for a clearly farcical but totally not made up feet company.
Totally not made up. Yeah, no.
I just thought Phoenix Feet sounded good.
Phoenix Feet, please pay us.
Yeah, please. Okay. We need to pay the rent.
Well, I just want to start by saying that once again, while having crippling anxiety about recording this podcast, I now am having the time of my life. So let's officially welcome to, your number one current affairs topical podcast of the week and year forever. It's Capsule Mouldings.
It's Capsule Mouldings, your boys. Shout out for you, boys. Skibbity bop boop beep.
Okay, so actually we've been talking about it for a while, and we're finally starting to get some responses.
Oh yeah.
Get a bit of chatter going in from the fans, and I got a letter here actually. That was sent to us. It's an actual paper letter.
A paper letter.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I have a few virtual letters.
Came in with the shipwreck at sea.
Oh, fantastic. Right, so I mean, who wants to go first here? I think you've got a letter as well. I have a letter. Yeah, I mean, I've been sent. Someone posted one into our MySpace page
from Twitter, 140 characters.
Yeah, I've got a letter for you. I've got one actually specifically addressed to you. If you'd like to have a read for our viewers.
Okay.
Well, here
have you screened it first?
Yeah, it's
you read it
it's a little bit below board.
Because I cannot filter when I'm.
No, you just.
There's no swear words in here.
There might be.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean. Okay, dear Jakar Ferocious, my name is Donnie and I'm a huge fan of your show. I've memorized every line from every episode. My favourite part is in episode 62 when you caught Mr. Fiat singing We Will Rock You in the shower. I love the way he chased you with a slipper in his hand shouting, "This is Boulder Dash." He would never say that. He would never. It did not really like.
He knows the lines.
It didn't roll off the tongue.
Donnie knows the line.
I felt a kind of a bit of a lump in my throat when I said it. Like a big stone.
It was in quote marks. You can tell that was correct.
I'm currently training to be a didgeridoo player for the Australian Outback Symphony Orchestra. What advice would you give to a budding pipe man such as myself? Okay, I'll stop there because I did not play the didgeridoo. I have played it on occasion, but only merely because it uses a similar embouchure technique as to playing the trumpet, which I did for many years. R.I.P. my trumpet skills.
Shout out to Mr. Plant.
Shout out to Marcus Plant. He's the man.
He's the one.
He was great. But okay, advice that I would give to you is just practice those low notes.
Yeah.
Especially on the didgeridoo.
Yeah,
just
definitely.
Practice those low notes.
Wow.
Wow.
That's quite a high pitch for a didgeridoo, really.
Well, I'm singing up the octave.
Oh, fair enough.
Anyway, continuing. I wish that you could land a stable sponsor. Excuse me. Even though you've always had the same sponsor. Oh, right. And it's just an illusion that they change. What was I saying? Anyways, I feel that you have molded the capsule of my mind. Oh, that's sweet. But definitely not in a good way. I've probably lost more than a few brain cells listening to your drivel, but for some reason, I just can't stop listening. Life's funny like that, eh? Go fuck yourself. I like your spunk. Donnie the didgeridoo delinquent. That's a lot of D's.
Yeah, right.
Oh, wow. I mean, this guy is kind of bipolar.
Yeah, I definitely got that impression. He was a bit all over the place.
Very well written, though.
He couldn't decide what he was going for one thing, then he sort of went for a different angle. It's almost like it was two letters that were sort of molded together because you couldn't choose between one or the other.
It was almost like it was edited after.
Yeah, almost, but of course it was not because we don't edit, and that was a real letter from a real person.
Well, they spelled Drakkar correctly, actually.
Did they?
Yeah.
Wow, that was not
with the H after the K.
Yeah, I hoped I had. Oh, sorry, I hope that Donnie had.
Well, I mean, I think there aren't enough Donnies out there in the world.
There's definitely not,
especially in Australia.
Shout out to Donnie.
But he's written this very well. He's got the Australian accent written perfectly, with just the right italics and the accents in the right places. Well, that warms my heart.
Good. Well, there you go. That was a letter.
I suppose I'll give you
litanies from letters. We'll call that
my stamped letter.
Oh, fantastic.
But it's to both
very, very official.
So
okay.
as well.
A nice bit of ASMR for you right now.
Yeah.
It's a mono microphone.
Yeah, it is a mono. Yeah.
Dear CMP, Capsule Mouldings persons. Okay. I don't know if you know this, but you are broadcasting this podcast live on several military bandwidth radio channels. I did actually know that. It's very intentional.
That's a Gian. I mean, talk to Gian about that.
Yeah, talk to our sound guy. He won't listen to you.
Don't talk to us.
Luckily for you, I was also trying to get a handle of local infantry movements in location. Oh, we've got some redacted stuff here. So in location removed.
Wait, so
this has been intercepted.
Did they? Or is
so
it?
Clearly, it's been marked out.
It's been altered by another party.
So someone's intercepting our mail. This is why we need to go digital.
Somebody's reading our mail.
It's hell here, having said that.
That's the letter.
I find your podcast riveting, and I'm not talking about the submarine. Heyo. You two sound as though you both have very soft skin and hair. Yeah, it's Pantene.
It's all our selenium.
Yeah, absolutely. I've got good amino acids. Anecdote Alley is simultaneously my most loved and most despised segment. Well, it's obviously because one of us is very good at it and one of us is very bad.
I think you're echoing everyone's feelings there. It's the Anecdote Alley. Can we call it Ambivalence Alley?
Anecdote Alley is kind of like, it's not really hit and miss. It's more like miss and miss.
Ambivalence Alley at all.
And I can't wait to see the continued love story between Evangeline Lizzie and Mai after all the sexual tension last week around aboard the dirigible. The dirigible, actually. He's almost spelled it
he definitely
the way that I thought
definitely
it was,
paid attention to the show.
Big paying attention. Unfortunately, we fired Evangeline Lizzie, so you'll never see the love story.
She's dead.
Anyway, I've got to say cheerio now. Much love, and the end is nigh. Yours sincerely, the Chief of Malad Malumi?
The Chief of Malalumi.
Chief of Malalumi.
Chief of Malalumi.
It's almost like you
Have
know.
you never been to Malalumi?
No. I was on a flyover once.
I had a stop
The
off.
stop off, yeah.
Yeah.
I hated
The
it.
coffee's terrible.
Yeah, absolutely. So we should get the chief on at some point. He sounds like an interesting fellow.
We should get the
He
chief
clearly
on.
pays a lot of attention to the show. 2 big fans actually
Who can we
sending in
get?
letters.
Who can we get on for the fundraiser episode?
The fundraiser episode.
Yeah, like what kind of celebs do you think we could pull in?
I could probably get Justin Timberlake involved.
I think we could get, Joel McHale to come in.
Yeah.
My buddy Joel McHale.
I don't know though. I might turn him down.
Yeah.
We want someone with real pizzazz.
You're going to be on the door.
Yeah, I'll be like, where's the ID?
Gion
if
will
he
be
doesn't
on the
bring
door.
ID,
Gion will be on the
doesn't get
door
served.
and he won't let anyone in.
No.
He'll be like, just be like,
Gion will end up getting
"Sorry,
locked
mate.
out and be like, I can't even get back in.
No, you're bored.
Yeah, pretty much.
You're bored.
Yeah.
See from
That's funny.
See from
Gion's voice
Massachusetts
sounds a lot better than the original.
Hey there, you're bored.
Oh my
Get
God.
out.
Good old Gion.
Hi there, it's me, Donny the Didgeridoo Delinquent. Self-titled, self-named. You may have wondered how I made it on the show so fast. It's a combination of movie magic. Anyway, if you, as you know, I was looking for some tips, so yeah, I'm always accepting travellers coming through. Follow me at Baez Rock. You just out the back where the tea chalet is. I'll be playing me didge. I'll be using me digits. You text me, I'll use me digits. Text you back. Talk to you with me didgeridoo. Anyway, just don't make any mistakes on the way here because it's dangerous out here. And I don't want anything to happen to you because you're my best mate. You're my best friend in the world, and I love you so much. Capsule Mouldings. Burrow.
Right.
Let me just flip over that letter to where I've written my notes for the podcast.
Oh yeah, because we just don't have enough stationery in this office. So.
Okay. Well. Oh wait, we missed a segment.
We missed this. Oh my.
We missed Ambivalence Alley.
Rewind.
It was meant to be.
We did go over Ambivalence and Ali in that last letter. Conveniently.
We were teasing it,
Yeah.
and now it's here.
Okay. So I mean, Ambivalence Ali.
Ambivalence Alley. Let's hit it.
All right.
Okay, who went first last week?
I did.
Okay, so shall I go?
You can if you'd like. Yeah.
Okay. Well, here's what I'm gonna play a slightly different version of the game where you need to give me, I need to pull a story from, my memory about a certain topic. Okay?
Right.
But you have to give that topic to me. So, just because I hate deciding things, so I'd rather
Okay.
that part be done for me.
So you need me to give you a topic that you've done recently.
Don't give me don't give me just give me like any topic like a kind of improvised rap battle topic that that we have to do thing. But this is what I'm gonna think of a story from my life.
Yeah.
Regarding that contains this as a theme.
Sure. What about the time the recent cookery class we went to?
Not the actual. I don't want you to name an event. I want you to name.
Well, that was a good class.
Yeah.
Very much enjoyed it. I mean, that's for another time.
We talking about when we were on Transplendor.
Yeah.
When Mr.
Little
Fjord
guest
invited us
spot.
on.
Yeah,
onto,
little guest spot.
That'll just be
Okay.
cooking show. Legitimate.
I actually made some soul food.
Okay. You clearly want to go first, so.
No, I mean, I'm not really sure what you want from me.
Okay, well, I want you to, say something like, okay, here's 3 examples, okay? The Postal Service.
Oh, so like more of an overarching
Royal
theme.
Mail. That's
so what
the
about
theme.
like RBS?
IBS.
You can
I
go
got
with
some
that if you
stories
want.
about that.
Yeah, you can go with that if you like.
Royal Bank of Scotland.
Yeah.
Okay, actually, I've got a good one.
Yeah. Good.
Okay, right. So, I mean, because as you know, all of you interested people know RBS, NatWest is part of RBS. Is that right?
I don't know.
I think, okay, so NatWest, so let's just go with it.
Yeah.
Right, okay, so, one time I was very, very brain mushed, and I went to the shop to buy dinner for me and my roommate. And I went to the co-op. Basically, we'd had not so much of an argument, but right before that. But I needed to be out of there. I needed to get out. I needed some fresh air. I needed to get out of there for a second. I needed to go buy dinner and make the dinner because that's what I was supposed to do, and I'd been doing certain things during the day that made me very tired, made me extremely tired, even though it was only 5 or 6 o'clock.
All right.
So so here I am. I go to the the co-op. I go pick up my stuff, and go to the till. I pay contactless payment, and I'm like walking out because it makes the beep noise saying it's accepted payment, but then it makes another beep beep saying no, you've got no money.
Oh, ad payments hadn't come through.
Yeah, so I'm out. I have no money. I have no card. I've got nothing apart from my phone with me. I have 2 bank accounts. I got some money in another account. It's becoming a bit of freestyle ever. I got some money in another account, but I couldn't get the signal so I could get my money out. No. No better sound, please. No better sound, please. Please, no. So right. Please, no better sound. So here I am. No Wi-Fi to transfer money over. No data left. Oh my god, literally. Can you just like scream over it?
Pretty much. If anyone gets that reference, I'll send you.
If anybody gets that reference,
cookie.
we will legit give you.
We'll
have you on the show.
We'll fly you out.
We'll fly you out from wherever you
wherever
are.
you are.
Yeah.
All expenses paid.
Okay, so here I am. I'm basically in limbo. I can't go home with no food. I can't buy my stuff because of my dinner because I got no monies in the right account and no Wi-Fi. And so I kind of just like, and my brain is so mush. I just wandered around, like, just like trying to like find some Wi-Fi in the town center. It was just like, and it was dead, and like there was nothing. There was not even any BT Wi-Fi with phone. I ended up, and I didn't want to go. There was a Weatherspoons there, and I didn't want to go in, because I just couldn't handle that environment.
Yeah.
I stood on a table outside the Weatherspoons to get Wi-Fi, but because of the awful Wi-Fi, you have to log in.
Yeah.
You got to make an account and log in. And I ended up walking all the way home and standing outside the flat to use the Wi-Fi in the flat to transfer money over.
Yeah.
To go back to the co-op to buy the same things.
Okay.
Instead of just apologizing.
Okay. So
it's kind of a sad story. Really.
That's I mean,
it's quite cripplingly depressing.
True. I'm gonna say that's too depressing to not be a fake story.
And then you came over.
Did I?
Yeah, and then you came over that evening. When
Did I have that food?
And then we watched the party.
Did I partake in that?
Yeah, then we watched the party.
Birdie Num Nums.
Yeah, but
Nice.
Birdie Num Nums.
That was that day.
Yeah,
I was there.
You see, I've mixed
Your boy
it up.
is in the story.
I've mixed it up though,
Wonderful.
on Ambivalence Alley.
I
Story
enjoy
Street.
it. Okay, I'll give you a 5 out of 10 on that one.
Okay, thanks. I appreciate that.
2.5 stars.
It was all bullshit.
It was all bullshit. Oh, you got me.
You'll never know because
got
that's
me.
the whole point of the game. If
Fantastic. Okay, are you done?
Yeah.
You don't sound enthused about that. I mean, give yourself a review. How do you think that went?
It was okay.
It's okay.
It was really okay.
I think I could have done better.
Maybe next week.
Okay. So my anecdote, ambivalent anecdote, it came actually during last week. I was hosting a webinar for all the fans.
See,
of our
this is
show.
why nobody likes your anecdotes. Everybody, all the reviews and letters, they say Dave's anecdotes don't seem like anecdotes. They seem.
I host webinars like all the time.
They seem like farcical, rehearsed stories.
Well, they're not rehearsed.
Well, here's the secret. I didn't rehearse it at all.
So I was hosting a webinar. We had several learners online.
You were giving the webinar.
No, I was hosting.
You were
the
hosting
webinar.
it on your Twitch channel.
Yeah, we were
So you weren't present.
We're getting a bit of a clinic from Gian actually on how to do sound work.
Okay.
And
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was.
So he
Was he learning
He was
as well as
presenting.
teaching?
Yeah, he's a
He was
a trainer in learning.
Everybody was putting their hands up and telling him how to do his job.
He's a trainer in learning and a learner in training.
Okay.
So he was teaching them, they were teaching him. No one was teaching me because I already know everything. And yeah, so we're hosting this webinar, and one of the learners piped up, and they said,
Hyped up. I like that.
they said, "Excuse me,
No pun
but
intended or made.
my mic's not working." And I said, "Well, I can hear you, so I think it is." And they said, "No, not my laptop mic, my physical, my condenser microphone."
Right.
And
So he had a mic there.
yeah,
He
I
or
said,
she
"Well,
had
what
a
have you
mic
done with
there.
it? Like, what settings have you got turned on?" And they said, "I can't see the settings. They're too small."
That's bad already.
And I said, "Well, how? What brand is it?" And they said, "I can't see the brand name; it's too small." I said, "How have you got it set up?" And they said, "Well, I put it in the crusher."
How do you know
And
it's
then
present?
I plugged it into the computer.
You
It's
put
not
it
working.
in a bit crusher.
Turns out when they said it was called a condenser microphone, they thought that in order to get it to work, they had to literally condense it. Yeah, so that's my completely fake, didn't happen, but also completely true story for the week. Bit of a miss, wasn't it? Okay, so that was Mediocre Alley.
So that was next.
Next. Right.
But next.
So, I don't actually have the full itinerary. I just have what's next in my list.
Right. I think you
is
know
it
what it
time? Is it time to come on
time
down?
to look inside the bag and what the next game's gonna be.
It's game time.
Well, we're about to find out.
Is it? I mean, I
Tune in after this.
Oh,
Tune in after this. Tune in later. Don't go anywhere.
but dun 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 dun.
Ready to play.
Ba-dum. All right, so welcome back, guys. We're about to play our new game, which is called "How Tall Is That
we
Individual?"
were recording
But
that whole thing.
Before we get back to the,
Dave, I swear
I'm trying to do a thing here.
were we not just recording?
No,
We weren't.
you told me to pause it.
Yeah, and then I said start recording again.
No, I didn't.
I just had a whole string of hilarious jokes there. Now I don't remember what I've said.
Well, you interrupted my bit.
Sorry.
I was doing the fake YouTuber bit.
Oh, okay.
If we can hit 5,000 likes, that would be fantastic. Okay, okay, we are playing.
Okay, let's okay, let's go.
We're
Let's
playing
start.
How Tall Is That Individual? The fun game that you can play along at home. And in this game, you have to. We're going to think of people, and we're going to guess how tall they are. And if you
Yeah.
get it right, you win 3 points.
Yeah, we were gonna what was the gather get like? This is not a visual. Well, this is a visual show, but for all those people listening to the audio version.
Yeah. All you need to do play this game is
Yeah.
Google and a bit of
What
imagination.
was the other game that I was suggesting to play?
We can't talk about that on air.
Go. I want to play Duck or Dog.
Duck or dog.
Yeah, where you have to look at a picture of it and you have to guess whether it's a duck or a dog. It's harder than you think.
It's hard to find pictures of dogs that look like ducks.
Well, no, you just we don't choose the photos. Neither of us look at the photos first. We just view them one by one and duck or dog.
All right.
But it's not. It's a very visual.
You need an album
visual
of
game
photos
for
of
those
both ducks
people.
and dogs. I feel like I would be ace at that game. I'd be like duck, dog, dog,
I
duck,
feel like
duck,
I'd be right on the button.
We
with
get
that.
100% perfection.
So we're gonna play How Tall Are They?
How tall is that individual?
How tall is that human?
Yes.
We're playing as human.
It could
edition.
also it could be.
How tall is that individual human edition?
Okay. So if you'd like to kick it off.
Okay. Okay. Glenn Howerton. How tall are they?
Oh, that's a good one. 5'11".
Yeah, I would have said that. I would
Yeah.
have said that actually. Okay.
Yeah, I think 5'11". I don't think quite 6 foot. I reckon Rob McKellen, he's 5'10", and I think he's a bit taller.
Yeah, but he's got those sweet moves.
He does.
Well, it's telling me, but okay, so he's 5'10".
Oh,
He's 5'10".
Pretty close.
I mean, yeah.
Pretty close.
I mean, he obviously is. That's exactly how tall he is. But
Yeah.
Okay.
Wonderful. Okay.
Okay, hit me.
Kim Kardashian.
Kim Kardashian. Oh wow, that's a tough one.
It is, isn't it?
I'm gonna say that she's. Well, okay. I mean, she's gonna be I say 5'6".
Okay, I've got it
She
in
wears
meters.
heels,
Let me just
so she might be
compare this.
She's probably not that tall. She might be 5'6", 5'7", and Courtney's is tiny. Courtney must be like 5'4".
Whoa.
What is she? Well, tell me.
Apparently she's 5'2", or 5'3".
5'3".
Apparently so.
I forget how
This
short.
is saying that she's 1.59 meters,
I forget how short people are.
which is
Yeah.
5'3".
Sometimes
She
I'm
probably
so
wears heels and
tall.
stuff, but
I
that's
don't even.
surprising.
I never have to measure. In
Nothing
the fours
against
or
short
fives.
people. Nothing against short people, by the way. Like,
No,
not that
we
5'3"
love short
is
people.
short, but
We
we
love
just,
all people.
you know, she seems so tall
We
and
hate tall
magnanimous
people.
and powerful on TV.
We hate tall people.
Yeah, I hate tall people.
We
I'm
hate-
actually 3 foot tall.
Yeah.
All right, then take it away.
Okay. Okay. Noam Chomsky. How tall is he?
I don't know who that is. 6 foot.
Do you want to guess again?
Is that really far off?
I don't know.
Who? No, Noam Chomsky.
He's a writer.
Like gnome is in
He's
like
a
GNOME.
linguist. He's like he's just a real smart kind of like bloke. He's like a philosopher type guy.
Okay.
You know, I've never read it, but
5'4".
I'll tell you right now, Google does not know.
Google's no.
Google doesn't know.
He is an unknown height.
Google
That's the
doesn't
most
know.
dangerous kind of person.
Yeah, height unknown.
Unknown. Okay. Interesting. Toby Maguire.
Tobey Maguire is obviously Spider-Man's exact height, which is 5'9". Spider-Man is 5'9". Everybody knows this. Obviously,
The problem is, it's getting me all.
it's in meters. It's in meters and centimeters.
Yeah, it's in centimeters. But through the magic of
Just get it on up on the. Just get up on the screen.
meters in feet.
Get up on the iMac.
It's 5'8".
Oh, mate,
Yeah.
it's 5'. He's 5'9".
No, it's 5 foot. Actually, no, it's 5'8.11".
He wears lifts on his shoes, so
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, 5'8". You know, there you go.
okay. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Alex Jones, how tall is he?
Oh, I feel
that
like
is-
he's like probably like 5'10".
You think?
I reckon. I don't think he's quite a 6 footer.
No, I think he is a 6 foot in character.
Yeah, he's got a 6'5" in personality.
Yeah, he used to be 6 foot, but then all the liberals and globalists poisoned my water.
Yeah, poison in the soles of his feet. He should go to Phoenix Feet.
That guy's got bad soles of his feet.
He's got a bad soul.
He is 5'9".
Oh, close.
167.6.
Closey.
Wait, no, that's is that Alex Jones that Info was? Yes, it is. Apparently, there's a Welsh TV presenter from the One Show, and she's 5'6". She's 167.6 centimeters. He's 175.3 centimeters. But we like not to talk about the One Show because of our auspicious rivalry that we have with BBC's The One Show.
Okay, are you ready?
Okay.
Matt Damon.
Oh, well, he's not as tall as Batfleck.
Yes.
That's a
we know
given.
that for a fact.
And Batfleck's not that tall. I say he's fully a 5'10". Everyone's around 5'10", aren't they?
5'8".
He's
0.39.
5'8.3".
Yep.
Matt Damon is
Matt Damon.
5'8.3".
Yeah.
Good Will Hunting is 5'3".
Yeah. But how'd you like them apples?
Yeah.
Oh.
I can't. If I start quoting Good Will Hunting now,
That's a rabbit hole we don't need to go
yeah,
down.
we really don't. We've already done our Boston accent for the podcast.
Yeah. Our weekly scheduled Boston accent. All right, go on.
Okay, Evangeline Lizzie.
Do
How tall was she?
you mean our old intern?
Our old intern, Evangeline Lizzie.
She's got to be like 5'6".
How tall? Yeah, she's 5'6". She was here last week. That was
Yeah.
That was.
What about
difficult one.
Evangeline Lilly?
Oh well, she's definitely she's an elf, so she's got to be pretty tall. She's taller than she's like twice the size of that dwarf.
But when she's the wasp, she's only like
When
tiny.
she's the wasp, you know what? She's probably like a good 5 foot. She's probably taller than Matt Damon. I reckon she's like 5'9".
5'5".
Oh my God! Why is wrong with me?
What's wrong
I
with
keep
you,
everything.
bro?
Everything here was like just like
Overestimating.
I just want these people to be tall, and they're not.
Once again,
I'm
there's no
disappointed.
problem.
Can we pick somebody like born after 1992?
What, Justin Bieber?
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, go on.
We'll both look it up.
Give me your best. No, I'll look it up.
Okay, give me your best. Okay, I'm giving you the best guess.
Yeah, you give me your best guess.
You know, I reckon he's like JB. Yes, he's probably good 5'11". You know, he's a good kid. He's a good kid. He's very good.
5'7".
Wow,
Yeah.
Bobby.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Well, I'm gonna do one more really good one.
Yeah, go on.
And then you can you do your last good one. Okay, Jackie Chan, how tall is he?
Jackie Chan, that's a
Jackie Chan.
fantastic shout. I want to say that he is. That's interesting. I feel like he's. Is he as tall as Chris Tucker? I'm trying to remember those movies. And then how tall is Chris Tucker?
How tall? Do you want me to
I feel like
find
Chris
out how
Tucker's
tall Chris
pretty
Tucker
tall.
is first?
Well, that'll be my give me a clue. Give me a clue.
Okay.
How tall?
Chris Tucker is taller.
Taller.
He's about.
Okay.
Chris Tucker is about 4 inches taller.
Ooh. I want to say that Jackie Chan is 5'5".
You would think, right? Wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You would think that would be quite, not exactly the most tall guy, kind of a, because he's so acrobatic and whatnot.
You can fit
in
into
his
small
movies.
spaces.
Okay, so Jackie Chan's peak height
Yes.
was 5'8.5" inches.
Oh my.
Jackie Chan's current height is 5'7 3/4 inches.
Fair
so he's
enough.
an average sized man.
He's absolutely.
He was more. I mean,
with
I'm
a
sure
bigger than average size heart.
Yeah, he's just a big man with a small character.
Yes.
No, he's a big character. He played into a lot of stereotype roles, with tall actors basically. Mm-hmm. With okay, so can we find out? Can we just
do you want
before
me to
that?
do you want the last
Can
one?
we just find out how tall Owen Wilson is as well?
Yeah, I mean, you can find out how tall anybody is
Because I want to know
through the magic of the internet.
Through the magic of the internet. He is.
Drum roll, please.
I mean, okay. So yeah, he is like a good just over 2 inches taller.
How tall is he?
Okay, wait. So what peak height? What was the peak height of Shanghai Noon? No, I said he's 2 inches taller. He's 179. He's 179. He's probably like 5'10". Owen Wilson.
5'8",
5'10". Okay, hit me with the last one.
The final one.
Before we close the game.
The final one of the game will be a bit of an interesting one. We're going to go with Martin Starr.
Martin Starr.
Yeah.
Oh, that is tough because
Yeah, right?
he was super tall in Freaks and Geeks
But
for his age.
is he actually really tall?
But did he level
Yeah.
at that age?
It's a good question.
Yeah. Wow. He still seems like a bit of a lanky dude, but I don't feel like he's that tall. I think he's probably like 5'11". Can you tell me what the truth of the matter?
He is over 6 foot tall.
God damn it!
He's just over 6.06 foot. Or feet.
My mic's broken.
Yeah, so Martin Starr, but comparatively, compared to the majority of the 5'8" we're seeing, he would appear to be quite tall.
This is rigged.
It's rigged.
This is rigged. This whole game is
Yeah.
rigged. Rigomoris.
Absolutely. Well, there you go. That has been How Tall Is That Individual?
You've been listening to Guess the Height
Final
of
scores.
the Man Human.
The final scores do not matter.
The final scores are... Who cares?
Ba-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Ba-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Game over. Thanks for playing.
But yeah, there you go.
Okay. Yeah. We gotta actually have a think about it, in the next week of what we're gonna do next episode.
That was great.
Do you think that was great?
That went really well.
That was the worst.
What? That was my favourite game so far.
And that's why you love the show, guys, because we're always
You never know what you're going to get.
we're like, at each other's throats, like
Yeah.
always disagreeing.
We're always trying to learn, but also never listen to anybody.
We found out this week that David's blood type is O positive and mine is O negative. So, that's a perfect kind of magnetism.
Yeah, plus
there
and
for
minus.
this show. Yeah.
I'm Plusle, you're Minum.
I'm a straight up Pikachu boss. I'm a straight up Pikachu. Thunder Shack.
Pa.
Okay.
All right, well.
Do you want a tea? Do you want to?
Yeah, I'd love one actually.
I fancy
super
one.
nice.
And
You
there's
just pop out. I'll entertain everybody.
there's
for
no
a while.
there's always time on the live show to just go.
Yeah, you guys can appreciate a bit of dead air. I might
put
go
the-
through some of my Gregorian
I'll
chanting.
put the kettle on. It's so derivative.
Excuse me. I was just attempting to practice my Gregorian chanting. Might I inquire as to who you are, good sir?
I heard your Gregorian chanting when you were out of the room.
Yeah, well, there's very bad insulation in here. I'm not surprised that you heard it. So,
you
hello,
not going-
welcome to the show.
Are you not going to ask me how I got here?
Yeah, well, I was kind of hoping that you would fill in those details for me. I'm a little bit confused as to why you've just walked in. I was just waiting for a cup of tea.
You seem a little bit unsurprised for a man who is in a chamber,
Well-
miles above the surface of the earth, and I've just walked in.
When you come to be in a position such as my own, you learn that nothing surprises you. But you have piqued my interest now, good sir. Might I inquire as to how you got here and who you are, in fact?
So just I got here is that this podcast is a very derivative show.
Yes, that's. I mean,
It is
that's-
clearly not even inspired by, but based on several other very popular American podcasts.
that is. I'm not going to dispute you there.
I am an expert on the matter.
So you're an expert on the matter. So, but how did you get here? Is my main question.
I've got a PhD
Right.
in podcasting.
You have a PhD in podcasting.
I've got a
You must be unemployed.
I've got a pod HD.
Yeah. So what's your name, man?
I
talk to me.
I run a website called Pod Out of 10.
Put out of 10. Let me just.
It's on
Oh,
it's
that's
on
actually
the very
quite a big-
popular
I've heard of you actually. Obviously, being very well.
it's on the
versed in
very
podcast
popular
community.
internet.
So you're actually you're a big deal, aren't you? Which I can see a few different founders on here. But what was your name? Sorry.
I'm an academic, and I was there to start at the beginning of the birth of podcasting. And you know, while I was not one of the entertainers, I was more of the the analyst, and I was part of the original theory that attempted to bring classical podcasting with quantum super podcasting.
Excellent. Well, I will not try and stop you there because I'm always looking for ways to promote our show. Being then a critic and a bit of a
Can we
an
just
expert in
get
the
on with this?
subject-
You
yeah.
invite
Why don't you tell me what you think of us?
you invite me on for an interview, and then you talk over me constantly throughout the and you without even welcoming me.
I feel like I've not only have I welcomed you, I've also given you ample time to speak. I've asked you what your name is and how you've gotten here several times. But that being said,
My name is Yusuf Pod.
Yeah, Yosef. Oh yes, I see. Under founding member.
Yusuf Pod. And I am
Fantastic.
a
Well,
scientist.
Let's start with a simple
Mr.
question,
Mr.
Mr. Yosef. How are you?
Well, I feel like that you're really dodging my questions there with the question of your own.
Well, this is a give and take.
How do you? I mean,
So first of all, so you're up on the dirigible. Welcome. My brother's just popped out to get.
I
Sorry,
have
my
not had.
co-host has just
I have
gone
to
out
say,
get
I
a
have
cup
not
of
had
tea.
time to actually listen to your show, but I have read some of the comments from
Okay.
my community, and I feel like I had to make an exception and come here just to really
Right. So give me your
stop this in its tracks.
Give me your. Oh, so you don't like it?
Well, and when did I give you the impression that I was a fan of the show?
Well, you're not really giving me much of any impressions right now. You're a very difficult man to read, Mr. Pod. Okay.
I
so,
don't think you understand the narrative structure and process of recording like this.
Well, it's very
so
free
simple.
and given. You know, it just flows from point to point. There's no real narrative apart from the strange stories that we possibly make up that go in between episodes. Don't you like the fact that it's a bit more avant-garde? It's
When
a bit
I-
edgy, you know? We're about on the outer rim of podcasting.
When I listened to Anecdote Alley, I went out and I bought a whole bottle of brandy and drank the whole thing. I feel like you are indeed, as I sought, beyond help.
Well, we don't want help. I think we said that in episode 1/92 that we definitely don't want feedback from people. So,
Note 1, he does not understand his own irony.
why don't you edify me, Mr. Pod? Or why don't we talk about something different? So, are you a sports guy? Did you catch the game last night?
Note 2, trying to distract from the critique. Again.
Mr. Pod, could you please just tell me what you're thinking? Tell me what we need to do to get you out of here.
Note 3, we shall seek to bar him from the internet for all time.
You seem very upset. you feel conflicted.
I'm sorry, I was just writing my shopping list
Right.
for when I have to go to Aldi later, and I'm making squirrel soup for dinner.
Squirrel soup. I've heard it can be quite nutty.
Yeah, you just use the tail to soak up the gravy.
Oh, gravy tail. Very nice. So, give me some examples of, some of your work. What are some of the best podcasts that you've reviewed? And have you ever been on any other podcasts?
Let me think for a second.
So,
I'm clearly in the wrong place. I must go.
oh dear. Okay. Well, see you later, Mr. Pod. It's been a pleasure having you on the show. Bye-bye. Okay, so he just jumped straight out the window. I don't know what that was all about.
Dave, here's your tea, white tea, no sugar, almond milk.
Oh, yeah, absolutely perfect. Thank you very much. Yeah, you just missed it. We had a hell of a guest come in. I don't know how he managed to get here.
I've got my green tea bag.
You'll never guess who was just in the room.
Well, I've been in the kitchen.
Yeah.
So I can't really obviously keep my eyes. I'm flying the plane, trying to do the podcast, making the teas. I'm finding it a little bit hard to just keep tabs on all the fucking nonsense you get up to in here,
Yeah.
David.
Yosef Pod was here, of all people. Would you
Yosef?
believe it? Yosef Pod, yeah. The eminent
dark-
researcher.
What?
Although it turns out he actually didn't know what podcast he was
I'm
on.
going to
and he
pretend
had to
like
leave
I know
pretty
this
quickly.
guy. Yusuf Pod.
Well, I googled
the
him. and
dark man. Yusuf.
He was on there. He was on Google.
Well,
you
what
know.
was he?
He was a
He was-
podcast researcher.
He was a researcher. or
He
cri-
said our
a-
show was very derivative.
A reviewer.
Yeah.
Where did he go?
Well, he jumped out of the window.
It's
Actually, he had to go
cold in
somewhere
here.
else. Yeah,
It's
it is.
fucking- Did you interview the guy?
I mean, I tried to.
How was it? Was it good? I mean, is it going to make the cut? Do you think?
I mean, parts of it will. I'm gonna cut. I think Gion's gonna cut most of it.
It
out.
will, but this conversation won't.
And this conversation will, but not all of it.
Well,
In fact, I might just cut the whole show.
I think if you want to, a carousel of poorly done characters and voices, because sometimes that might be what you might want.
Yeah.
Of
If you just want a bit of
comforting
nonsense in the background while you're getting on with something else.
If you want to be
know.
reminded that that there are people out there just as unfunny as you,
Yeah.
and just as lost, because
It's
we
a podcast for people that
are
are
lost. I'm just starting to see a crack of dawn peering over the horizon,
And the first stars are disappearing.
and to the last stars.
And
yeah.
we might find our way.
I need to
back
think. I need to
home.
ask Yusuf for some tips, for some writing tips.
Well, I wouldn't ask him because he's.
We're
clearly
gonna
doesn't know
have
what he's
him back
talking
on.
about. Yeah, we'll definitely.
Did you
have
get
that
his?
guy
You
back
get his
on.
info?
Yeah, he left a card as he jumped out the window.
Okay,
he left a
nice.
calling card.
Okay, nice.
It does say "fuck you" on it, but
Okay, well, what's the outro bit?
the outro bit.
Yeah, can we think of it now?
We can sing a song.
I kind of want to just do like a kind of like just the last final outro voice. you
Yeah.
know, just
Why don't I
to
give you
kill it,
a nice
just
mellow,
to bury it.
like a nice mellow.
No
bit
beds of
music.
sound. No,
What?
please, no beds of
Why
sound.
not?
Do you make the?
I'm just gonna make one anyway and put it over you.
You're
right
gonna
now.
make your bed so that you can lie in it. I
I'm
don't
gonna
want to make
your-
the bed.
All right, so give me something. Give me some words. I won't make any noise.
Okay. Papaya princess. Okay, those are two
Pickle
words.
surprise.
Pickle surprise.
Okay.
What's the surprise?
The surprise is that the show's not funny.
The show's the surprises that the like we could just be really cold and just end it like and just be like
Bye.
fuck y'all.